What is going on, Nuggets Nation NBA fans? My name is Tom Leuthner. Welcome back or welcome into another episode of Nuggets Today presented by Fan Arch. If you're new, make sure to go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, as well as leave a comment down below if you guys want me to cover anything. But great win for the Denver Nuggets. There are some things I want to talk about, including the first topic here. Sorry about the connection, the audio, the video. I'm currently at work. Had some problems with the apartment, so I don't have all my equipment with me. Usually I will have it, but don't have it today. But I want to get into what is easily and has been my favorite play so far this season. And this goes back especially to last game rather than the Pacers game, the Mavericks game as well. But the inverted pick and roll with Jokic as the ball handler is honestly, in my opinion, the best play I've seen so far for the Denver Nuggets. I know that there's the plays where you get that little back screen for Aaron Gordon when he's healthy, and earlier in the year, let's with Jokic throwing a pass over his head. It was almost like a hook shot that led to an AG 360 or a windmill. But, those plays are fun. The inverted pick and roll is so efficient for the Denver Nuggets, especially when you're running it with a guy like Jamal, or the best player I've seen it run with so far this year has been Tim Hardaway Jr. Tim is a unit, right? And it's weird to say that, but you look at him and he is jacked out of his mind. He's a bigger body. It's hard to get around him. He is strong as a bull. When against the Mavericks, and I don't know why it opens up, like I said, it opens up so much. With Tim, you have and the same thing with Jamal, but Jamal's a little bit smaller. With Tim, you have the ability to score at the rim, but you also have the ability to be able to shoot threes at a very, very high clip. But it's also, Jokic does whatever. So sometimes it draws both defenders on Jokic. After a couple of plays, it draws all defenders to Tim Hardaway Jr., and he's able to shoot the three, and Jokic, or he's able to draw the defenders, and Jokic is able to shoot the three. But they could also both get to the rim. So the Mavericks game, I don't know why Denver stepped away from it. I think that they should have continued going that direction of just constantly running that play until it was figured out how to be stopped. I know you need to change the game plan up, but at times Tim was sitting for Bruce, and I think that the coaching on Adelman's part in that aspect was very bad. But this play is just so efficient, and people don't know how to stop it. Like genuinely don't know how to stop it. Like, when you have two guys that can do legitimately everything, and I think that when AG's back, that technical inverted pick and roll is going to be great as well. A guy that can shoot, that can finish at the rim, can put the ball on the floor. With Cam, it's sort of the same thing, but it's sort of the thing that throws people off is Tim being a shooting guard. You can't switch, because if you switch, you have a shooting guard on Nikola Jokic. If you do it with AG, you usually have a power forward on him. The immediate thought in my head is when you're playing a team in the Eastern Conference like the Knicks, where they start right now, they're starting a smaller lineup of Deuce and Brunson. If that's the lineup and one of those guys is guarding Tim, if Tim's in or if he's starting, you run that pick and roll, and you either have Deuce on Nikola Jokic, or you're going to have whatever center, whether it's Cat or Mitchell Robinson on Tim Hardaway Jr., which one pump fake and you're getting by them. And if you're running now, if you're blowing by them and Jokic is able to cut to the rim, then it's an easy bucket by either of you guys. So I think Denver should just run that play to the ground. I think it just works. It's like watching a football game. If you have the best offensive line, the best running back, like for the Eagles, like you just keep running. I know this year hasn't worked out, but run the play to the ground, in my opinion, until it just does not work anymore, because that play, especially with the personnel that you have at the guard position, can work so well. Between when CB's back, Jamal and Tim Hardaway, I think that play could be great for the Denver Nuggets and continue to be great for the Denver Nuggets. Now, like I said, it could be great with Jamal Murray. Now, I feel like all we've done is talk about Jamal. Oh, my God. 52, 6, and 4. 52, 6, and 4. One missed three-pointer. He hit 10 threes tonight. Or, I guess, last night. I'm recording the episode after the game. But 10 threes, 4 for 5 from the free throw line, and one turnover, which is great for Jamal, because like I've been talking about, Jokic and Jamal need to stop turning the ball over. We saw a lot from Jokic tonight, 4. Jamal only had 1, but 52 points. Somebody put out the list of 50-point games so far this season, and there's a good amount of players on there. I think 3 of like the 10 or 11 players on there were Nuggets. 1 being Nikola Jokic, 2 being Aaron Gordon, and 3 being the player that's joining them right now, which is Jamal Murray. 36 minutes, 52 points, 6 rebounds. And the thing was, he still put up 4 assists, 19 for 25 from the field. You're missing 6 shots, one of those being a three-pointer. Like, he was unconscious. He's unguardable. And it's funny because the Pacers are a good defensive team. Regardless of if Halliburton's out, you still have Nembhard, you still have Ben Shepherd, you still have Benedict Mathurin, who are 3 guys that are very good defensively. And even off the bench, TJ McConnell is a dog defensively. He's one of the guys who's a pesky defender. He's somebody I've wanted Denver to get for a pretty long time, this entire offseason, I want to say. But a guy that I thought Denver should have traded for. But for Jamal to drop 52 on them is truly insane. It's nuts. It's really, like, it's nuts. It's a masterclass for Jamal. Great game by Jamal overall. Like I said, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, missed 1 3. How could you be mad at it? Like, it really is. It's great. Great game for Jamal overall. Denver has learned that so far this season with Adelman's rotations and what's going on, I guess defensively late in the game, you can't let up. There's no letting up for this Denver Nuggets team. I think they said that this was the 4th game. If they would have lost that, you had a 12-point or more lead in the second half, and you end up blowing it and lose the game, which Denver ended up winning the game this game. They only win by 15, which, I mean, when you're leading by, I think it was like 30 points at one point, you can't do that. And I don't know what the whole plan is with David Adelman, but like I said, you're running a very awkward rotation where you come out, I think it was a 15-5 run or a 19-9 run. In the fourth quarter to start the fourth quarter, and you don't play Nikola Jokic in that entire run. So I'm not really truly understanding what was happening in that run, why you wouldn't just get Jokic out there. I know he needs a break, but I mean, he's the best player in the world, and if you're down that much, if a team starts on a 10-0 run, I'm putting Nikola Jokic back in the game. I don't really understand, like I said, the whole point of what he was doing. Or what he does in those moments. But Denver truly just cannot let up at all, because we've seen late in the game, sometimes they can't finish the game, and that's a massive part of this team losing games, especially because of the lack of depth. So, like I said, they showed it today. I was actually very, nervous watching this game that they were going to blow it. Another game where the bench actually looked pretty good. Valanciunas, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 11 minutes. The last thing I want to get into for this episode is the fact that Pascal Siakam is still that guy. Like, he's still an awesome player. He put up 23, 3, and 4, not the rebounding game he wanted. 7 for 16 from the field, 3 for 5 from the three-point line, 5 fouls, which is tough for him. But the one thing I want to say before I end this episode is just him late in the game trading the threes with Jamal Murray was electric when they were trying to come back. Jamal just kept trying to put them away, hits a 3, comes back. I think it was either 2 or 3 threes in a row that Pascal Siakam came down and just right over his defender, just knocked him down. It was great. It was awesome. To see him be able to play at such a high level still. He's a very good player, 34 minutes, 23 rebounds, or 23 points, 23 rebounds, 23 points. Like I said, foul trouble, but great player overall, and it was good to see Nuggets get the win over a team like that. But that is all I got for you guys today, Nuggets Nation. Like I said, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you are new. Let me know down below if you guys want me to cover anything else, and I will hopefully have another episode out for you guys tomorrow as long as everything goes well. Denver finally got a win. I feel like it's been a little bit since I've said that. And then obviously the next game coming up is not for another day. Atlanta Hawks, good Eastern Conference team. So way to get it done, Nuggets. Way to get it done. I'll catch you guys later.